Hello, 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 everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back. We're going to be reading chapter 5 in Kundalini Energy Awakening, written by Melissa Gomes. And in chapter 5, we're going to talk about how to awaken your Kundalini. So several steps and then some booster tips towards the end of the chapter. And this chapter is not very long. All right. So the first step, they have this numbered. So I'll just say number 1, read it, and then we'll move on. Kundalini awakening is the experience of the life force or prana awakening the serpent at the bottom of the spine and opening the third eye. This is much more profound than waking us from a normal dream state into a deep sleep, because Kundalini awakening permanently changes our consciousness and awareness. Kundalini awakening occurs spontaneously in moments of great emotion or intense meditation, and is usually accompanied by intense sensations from the base of the spine up to the head. Number 2, Kundalini yoga is the best place to start if you want to work on Kundalini awakening, because it helps you work through chakra blockages and activates the Kundalini. While you can use yoga to explore the spiritual experiences of Kundalini awakening, you can experience Kundalini awakening without distinguishing whether you are in yoga postures in your sleep or while meditating. Many people require assistance in detaching from the distractions of the mind and the world to focus sufficiently to visualize the intricate inner movements of the Kundalini. Meditation with a guide can help with this. This Kundalini awakening technique involves shifting your focus from the root to the crown chakra and back again, then allowing the Kundalini to fall down with the magnet replaced. I wish I could remember the video that I followed on YouTube. It was just over an hour long. It was probably one of the best videos I've ever done when it comes to a Kundalini chakra meditation. It was so beautiful. From the woman's voice to the music that was chosen, it was such a beautiful experience. I will look for it and I will post it in my description. I'll put it in the link below so that you guys can follow it if you're interested, if you're feeling like you're ready, or if at any point you are. Number 3, there are a few unintentional roadblocks that many Kundalini practitioners face. You'll want to reject as many negative influences in your life as possible and work to transform your personality traits into their opposite extreme of expression. Number 4, if you are frequently the center of attention, try to be more subtle in public. Instead of focusing on your own needs and desires, observe who rises and listens to what they have to say. Traditional Kundalini awakening elements include combining mind and body through chanting and singing. This mind-body alignment is very beneficial for the flow of Shakti energy through your system, and it will also help practitioners experiencing throat chakra blockages. Number 5, consider what you like to do for fun when you were a kid. Consider what makes you happy and whether you are still striving to achieve those goals or have given up on them for various reasons. If you have difficulty going with the flow, it is possible that your solar plexus chakra is blocked, imbalanced, or spinning in the wrong direction. If you say yes more frequently, your Kundalini will know what to do. Number 6, some people are too easygoing and can't help but get caught up in the flow, making it difficult for them to say no when it counts. To regain strength and boost your soul, practice saying no whenever you'd normally be pushed over. By cultivating your willpower, you will make it easier to say no to anything that detracts from your soul's growth. Number 7, Kundalini awakening primarily involves forgetting concepts, ideas, and beliefs that separate the practitioner from the soul. It is important to practice daily meditation on these deeper levels of experience so that they become part of your consciousness, so that you don't think about them or even notice them. Relax and focus on the Kundalini energy as it flows in all of your chakras and back again. Number 8, music therapy is a doctor-approved technique for any type of psychological or spiritual awakening. You can use music to process anything, and if you experience any spontaneous hot or cold flashes, emotional outbursts, or laughing bursts, you're on the right track. Number 9, instead of music or sound, you could use art to awaken your Kundalini. You could also start making your own art again, no matter how deeply you've buried it. The intuitive part of you awake during Kundalini awakening can sketch on canvas or a mug of coffee, sand, or fabric. Number 10, nature reminds us of our true nature with its beauty, symmetry, and oneness. Because many people have gotten out of touch with nature, it is easy to feel separate from it. But Kundalini awakening allows us to see nature's beauty, symmetry, and oneness with ourselves. 11, colors have wavelengths and vibrations that heal us, sometimes without our knowledge. Colors can help cleanse or open chakras, but they can also help us heal in ways we are unaware of. Like how chakras have corresponding colors, our aura becomes brighter as your Kundalini approaches awakening. Stimulating the prana or life force in the body through mantras, breath, music, and movement can help open the chakras and awaken the Kundalini when practiced chronically. Musical waves that resonate with the energy centers can help activate Kundalini, Shakti, and chakras. Because Kundalini awakening is not just about focusing on chakras, it is important to consider music, sound, vibrations, and mantras from all perspectives. Number 12. Less time spent on technology is preferable. You will become more sensitive as you open up and experience Kundalini awakening, and this sensitivity can have disastrous consequences for your awakening goals. You can use one type of social media to get a little bit of everything you might need and then drastically reduce your weekly posts. Then refresh your social media feed by purging your friends list, hashtags you follow, and pages you like. Number 13, you must begin to look for synchronicities in your life and trust the world around you for your healing and growth. This will assist you in quickly relearning how to trust and make substantial life changes. Number 14, when you start meditating, you'll notice your breathing more than ever, and your Kundalini will respond to this increased awareness. Breathe deeply into your stomach and imagine a small serpent sleeping in the pit of your stomach. Number 15, the Kundalini serpent ascends from the root chakra to the sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakras before descending and repeating its journey. Consider which chakras are blocked if you have difficulty maintaining proper posture. Number 16, focus your energy on the root chakra during your daily meditation. Breathe into your belly and feel the vibration there. Then chant your mantra or simply Om several times to open the entire chakra channel within you. Number 17, instead of shutting yourself down, becoming angry at everything, or shutting down when you are upset, try to reshape your perspective on the world and see the evidence of divinity in every experience, challenge, advantage, situation, and exchange. Number 18, if you don't know who your spirit guides are yet, do some spiritual research and see if your guides will appear. You can then approach them for assistance with your Kundalini. I find a simple request to ask for their assistance and then look for the signs and ask them to send you signs that they know you will understand. I find that to be very sufficient. Number 19, holding healing crystals around you can increase your capacity for patience, love, devotion, trust, and so on. These earth minerals have a vibration and a life essence, and they can align and cleanse all 7 chakras at the same time. Number 20, you can activate Kundalini by paying it forward, performing random acts of kindness, and watching what comes back to you. These practices may eventually become second nature to you, or they may even bring you material benefits. And number 21, if you're a regular meditator, try beginning your day with a chakra cleanse. Imagine your inner peace and wholeness after this cleansing is complete, and imagine your chakras becoming more aligned with each shower. Number 22, grudges are spiritually toxic, but they can be healed by active and radical expressions of love, patience, and forgiveness. When you are butting up against your grudges, try to be the better person and reject the grudge. Number 23, Kundalini awakening is not about sex. Some sexual practices can help your Kundalini rise and increase your Shakti. Tantric sex is one of the most beneficial and productive sexual practices associated with Kundalini awakening. If you have frequent orgasms but don't yet understand tantric sex, you can try focusing your orgasmic energy upwards through your chakras to your crown to initiate awakening. More ways to awaken. All right, so we have some boosters that can add more intensive practices to your daily routine to strengthen and intensify the experience. So here's a few more steps you can use to awaken the Kundalini energy. If you are physically capable of doing so, you should begin running to improve your strength, endurance, and alignment. If you find that running causes you undue stress, you should cut it out of your routine. Instead, switch to walking or swimming. Eat vibrationally powerful food if you want to awaken the source of subtle yet universal energy within you. Replace processed foods with whole foods. Your cells will replenish themselves with the nutrients in these healthier foods. Don't forget to get outside and begin this life-changing practice. Nature is a never-ending source of subtle physical healing energies, as well as a plethora of signs that can assist you in communicating with your guides, higher self, and intuition. As your chakras open up and you experience Kundalini awakening, you will be forced to confront your shortcomings, including your inability to love purely and selflessly. Putting yourself in a service-oriented job will strengthen your ability to love others. Working with subtle energy healing modalities will teach you that your intuition is more powerful and useful than anything else. These techniques can also help you open chakras more quickly by projecting light energy through them. When you begin focusing your Kundalini awakening practices consciously and deliberately, your body and mind will become more in tune with your spirit. You will start to experience spiritual visions and hear the voices of your guides and angels more frequently. You may start to see auras when you meditate or look deeply into another person's eyes. As you dedicate time to improving your spiritual self, people around you will notice the changes and sometimes even misinterpret them. Avoid arguing with people over these spiritual changes to help foster and maintain your positivity and energy. And always understand it's rarely ever changes anything or the person's perspective to argue. It's about as useful as arguing politics on a social media platform or religious beliefs. Rarely does it ever change anything, especially if you go at somebody in a defensive or in a way that like you're putting them down, you're insulting them. Really think hard before. I know it's so hard when going through social media and looking at posts and comments and shorts to not have an opinion and not share that opinion. Think if it's really worth it, first of all, for your own self, and is it contributing anything to the cause? Either way, just think on it before you do it, even if it just means cutting it down into eventually where you don't do it anymore. It really does cause so much undue stress and judgment and resentment. It's just not worth it. It's just not. And I'm talking to myself also. I'm not just talking to you. We are all human here, are we not? All right. Flower essences can help with Kundalini awakening by placing a few buds of a specific flower in a clear bowl of water and leaving it in the sun for 12 hours. You can then take the essence orally to treat various ailments. I would make sure you check on what you're doing first and make sure that it's safe to drink or to take, whatever flower you should choose. I do know that roses are safe, but I don't know if all roses are safe. But that's always a good safe choice, and a lot of people have them. Reiki healing is a Japanese energy work technique that uses the practitioner's insight and potential power to remove obstructions and blockages within the individual. It can be done from a distance and does not have to be accompanied by a massage. You can also do it on yourself. Massages can aid in blockage release with or without adding Reiki. Massages feel good on your skin and muscles and can help you become more aware of any blockages you may have. If you're comfortable doing so, you can still seek art therapy. Art and music therapy are great places to start. If you can't afford a personal doctor, you can develop your own therapies. This may seem like a lot to learn and practice, but Kundalini awakening can improve your life in every way just by being more conscious. The more aware you are, the less you will fear and enjoy the present moment. You can stimulate Kundalini with essential oils or herbal healing, and you can also forage for plants with a guidebook if you prefer a more hands-on, low-tech approach. Your meditation space should inspire, restore your energy, and stimulate your chakras. Find a space that inspires you and makes you feel relaxed. A clean, dark room works well. If you meditate outside, look for places with low lighting and no disturbing noises. Try sun gazing to decalcify your pineal gland and reprogram your energy using the sun's energy. Sun exposure has anti-aging, anti-hunger, and anti-illness properties. It is also great for overall mental clarity and well-being. You could try homeopathic remedies to get to the bottom of what's causing those chakra blockages in the first place. Homeopathic remedies are made from the vibrational essences of plants, minerals, and animals to alleviate debilitating conditions or illnesses. And the last one. Instead of running, if you're having trouble with your lower chakra regions, try taking a dance class. The Kundalini will be inspired by movement, and every rhythmically planned step you take will only serve to align your life more. There's a lot of Kundalini dance videos on YouTube. There's a few good ones by, her name is Brett Larkin. She does a mix of somatic yoga, chakra yoga, and Kundalini, although not as traditional. So if you're not looking for something spiritually minded, she's a really good one to start with. She's actually who I started with. It was a 7-day playlist of Kundalini for beginners, and that's sort of what jump-started for me. There wasn't a lot of the mantras or the heavy breathing exercises. It was more just like the basics of it, and then that's when I started to go over after a while to Yogi Gems on YouTube, and she's just amazing. So is Brett Larkin. She has a lot of great videos. Kundalini awakening is subtle, powerful, and life-changing. When you begin practicing these Kundalini boosters regularly, you will be amazed at the results you can achieve within a few months. If you are experiencing difficulty sleeping, anxiety, depression, or disease, you may wake up feeling happier and more energetic than you ever have in your life. I agree with that 100%. All right, so that completes chapter 5. In chapter 6, we're going to talk about fixing your awakened state. So maybe some tips and tricks on how to handle what comes after or during the process of a Kundalini awakening, because there are some downsides to it, but it's nothing you can't handle or work through if you inherently feel you are ready for it. So we will read that chapter in our next video. All right. Thank you again so much for joining me. As always and as usual, please take care of yourself. Please take care of those around you. Please stay in gratitude, stay safe, stay kind to one another, and have grace for yourself and others. I love you all very much. I will see you all again in our next video. Take care until then. Bye-bye.